welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Everyone, we have Mr. Rajesh Munjal with us, who is the founder and CEO of mHealth. And sir, I'll let you tell us a little about what is mHealth doing and what kind of problem are you solving?
Okay, mHealth is actually a community-based wellness platform. We help people building healthy habits using power of community rewards and accountability. Everybody want to take some resolution at the beginning of the year and then kind of give it up maybe first few weeks or first few days of this. So we kind of take them through a journey wherein that using power of community, rewards and accountability, we help them build healthy habits. So which includes whether, there are three kind of things basically, which is one is health, the fitness, third one is sports basically. So we kind of, from taking from the health checkups standpoint that you get the health checkup done and then you kind of figure out that these are the kind of imbalances which are there, then kind of engaging them into various fitness activities and diet activities and other stuff, right? And also engaging them into sports activities. So it's a phygital platform which takes care of your holistic well-being with our various programs. We have Sankalp basically, which is a walking this thing. We have A to Z, which is a fitness this thing. We have transformation challenge. We have care program. We have a sports club. So and whatever you do, you get rewarded.
Right. So is this primarily an online community?
It's a phygital. It's a digital as well as physical, because digitally we have seen COVID at the time of COVID, then definitely people were more into that digital this thing. But because there's also a celebration which happens when you do achieve certain milestones and all this. So that's a physical one.
Right.
So we call it as a wellness day when we celebrate all those things.
And how many people are there in the community?
So we have more than 30,000 odd people who are part of this community, and we also work with the corporates. And there are corporates basically wherein that again we have segregated that into various cohorts, because everybody is not interested in corporate. Also we have figured out that people are actually looking at one solution for all. That doesn't fit, because you have a different age group, you have a gender this thing, you have a kind of location specific thing, right? So everybody has their different this thing. So we create cohorts between the corporates also, and basis on this cohort we kind of push those things and then apply this community rewards and accountability.
Right. So for someone to become a part of the community, what do I need to do?
So part of community we have CXO community, which is CHRO, which we have CIO, CISO, we have founder community. So we are bringing up a couple of more basically, which is procurement as well as marketing. So these are two more communities which are coming it up. If you are a CIO or CISO of any company, you can become a part of this community. If you are a CFO of any company, you can part of it. If you are a CHRO, you can part of the CHRO community. So that we call it as a CXO hub.
Got it. And for any other regular people who are working
we have Walkathon 21, which is a general community, wherein that we have people who are there, general this thing. But then again, we have to cohort it, because while you become a general this thing, you might not be interested in everything. You might be interested in, okay, you are a runner, you are a sports enthusiast, so we have a cricket community. So if you are a sports enthusiast, you become a part of cricket community only.
So where is this community coming together and sharing experiences? Is it?
So we have a platform, mHealth.AI app, which is a platform basically wherein that community is coming together, and wherein we run digital challenges when they are part of it. Then we kind of organize various programs which are physical programs. Likewise, every weekend we have cricket tournaments which is happening. So people do participate in those tournaments basically and play there.
And so then they update probably.
They get updated onto the platform also that, okay, these are the players who have played it, right? So you get scored onto it. You get points with that.
Sure.
Right? So that's something basically.
So I think that's a very innovative way of putting together some of these aspects. Sir, what made you get started on this journey?
So I have worked in the corporate sector for more than 20 plus years. I have been part of various roles in various organizations. Starting from a tech background to a business role, becoming a business head, remained a business head for almost 5 years. I figured out here something basically missing was that while HR takes a lot of effort, initiative into getting the well-being, wellness of people, but somehow the program doesn't click, because the reason is that one, HR doesn't have a bandwidth to manage that cohorts. Second is basically everybody has their own needs, right? So you can't take a yoga for everyone, right? People who are maybe age of say 20 to 25 they might not be interested in yoga, they might be interested in Zumba or
Yeah.
something, right? So people might be 40 and above, they might be interested in yoga. So while somebody is struggling with the diabetes, he is looking at diabetes reversal rather than other this thing. So people who are struggling for the weight loss, they might be looking at from that point of view. People who are sports enthusiasts, they are looking for more of a cricket. You can't say that jaake football khel lo.
Yeah.
So that's something basically which we have figured it out, that then in COVID, we all were sitting at home and then figuring it out here, what is the next 10 years you would like to kind of do. So while I have been into technology role and then the business role, then we thought that let me do something for the community for next 10 years, when we should be able to bring together, and that's where we brought this concept of community-based platform,
Right.
rather than a generic this thing.
Amazing.
Building community is definitely a tough task.
Right.
It's not that it's easier said than done, but when you actually start seeing that, people start appreciating it, and that's where gives you a motivation.
Sure. And how big is the team right now?
So we are 15 people.
15.
Yeah. So
Mostly tech team, is it?
So we have tech plus ops plus sales. So while tech plays a critical role into it, but ops also plays a critical role,
Right.
because at the end of the day, execution matters, because we are, as I said, we are physical. So digital is one, then the physical is also one, because you have to kind of manage various activities which are happening across India,
Right.
because we are currently in 8 cities.
Got
So we have Delhi, Bombay, Bangalore, Chennai, Pune, Hyderabad, Ahmedabad. So we are all across.
Right. And what is the business model?
So business model is two. One is a subscription model, wherein you have become a part of the community and then you pay and play onto this.
Pay and play.
Yeah. So,
Okay. So to go to a cricket match organized by, or at least assembled by mHealth, we'll have to pay and then we can go.
Correct. So you become a part of community as a free onto this, but when you are getting into any physical activity, you are going to pay and play. So those kind of a thing.
So is it something like a cult play?
Cult is more of, I'll say, they have their own facilities and all.
They have those, but there's one called cult play where you can go and book a badminton court somewhere, and it'll keep a track of.
Yeah, so they have, I think they have this Fitso as a part of
Fitso,
this.
correct,
so
correct.
that's there. Fitso again has their own facilities and all of this thing. While in our case, we don't own any facility.
You're an aggregator.
We are an aggregator in terms of we build communities. We are looking, Fitso doesn't do cricket or football.
Yeah.
So we are primarily doing cricket and football onto it.
You were telling us about the business models.
So that's one. Basically, pay and play is the one. Basically, you come and part of become committee and then pay and play onto it. That's one. Then second one is subscription into it, and third one is sponsorship. Basically,
third one is sponsorship.
Yes, because we deal with the CXO communities onto it. So we do kind of wellness days, cricket league, and other stuff.
Have we raised funding?
Here is one round of funding, which was very initial this thing. After that, we are bootstrapped. I'll say from that we have been able to manage it, and till now we are kind of able to manage it without any.
Okay, so are we profitable already though?
We are break even, and we are
Okay.
break even, not making too much money, but yes, we are happy with, we are able to do something for the community.
Yeah.
And that excites us, basically, motivation.
Sure. And where do you see the brand mHealth in another 5 years or 10 years or whatever the vision?
So the idea is basically, since we started with the functional communities onto it, we ideally would like to take it to the society level. That's the goal onto it, because we are moving towards that direction, wherein that we will get into the societies, RWAs kind of a thing, wherein that you build a community there, and then kind of, okay, there is a Sector 56 Gurgaon versus Sector 43 Gurgaon, there is a tournament or something of those kind of happening. So that's something, basically an idea of building it up.
And are there other competitors who are also in the same space?
Honestly, we don't. We are not seeing anyone doing this kind of a thing, this thing, because we are a holistic platform. There are people who are doing it bits and pieces. Basically, somebody is because there are people who are kind of making a booking for the platform, right? But they don't provide any other health checkup. They don't provide any fitness activities and other stuff. We are a complete holistic platform, wherein if you become a part of community, you kind of get everything, because we have tied up with Medanta, Max, Apollo.
For the health checkup
part, and we have again tied up with the dietitian communities, right? So we have mental health, we have an emotional cafe, which is part of this basically. So we have talked to experts onto it. So we provide a complete this thing onto our platform. But as I said, that idea is basically your anchor could be one, right? So your anchor can't be everything. So because your anchor could be sports, they think your anchor could be fitness, your anchor could be running. So depending on that, what is your anchor is basically that's how ML. So that's where we say that we create cohorts onto it.
Sure. And from an entrepreneurial point of view, since you've been there for around 20 plus years in a corporate job and then moving to 3 years, I know it's been to this journey, what is that one main thing that you didn't foresee कि ये भी करना होगा या सीखना होगा, but you
बहुत सारी चीजें ऐसी थी जो one is very मतलब I'll say that undermining the founder journey basically onto it. But yes, since I moved from tech role to business role, right, operational role, so I had hands-on experience of doing operational thing. So that was not something basically which was very difficult for me, because I came from, because that was the challenge when I moved from. You were an expert. Because when I was in tech, when I moved on to operation role, and that was a challenge basically initially, because tech में आपने एक loop चलाया, एक कुछ चलाया, तो then automatically things works, right? So operationally आप सारे pole हिलाते रहो, but things still doesn't work, right? So that's something basically. So that I was aware of. So that struggle was definitely not there with me when I moved into entrepreneurship journey. But yes, definitely you are C2C here, so from chapadasi to chairman. So you are everything.
I like that, C2C.
So you're doing everything when you are a founder. So, and we always say success is for the team, failure is for the founder. So when, because this journey of 3 years is not something basically which is one this thing. I think there are multiple things and more down than up. But once we have a tagline called Chalte Raho. So that's why in the back of my jacket also you'll find that Chalte Raho, because it's keep us moving. And that's what we are also say to our community, Chalte Raho, whatever could be happening. So that's what has been motivating.
Absolutely. No, Chalte Raho definitely is one major takeaway, no doubt. But one last thing that you might want to tell the entrepreneurs who might be listening, or people who are thinking of starting up and have not taken the plunge yet.
I think it's a beautiful journey. One has to do 3 things in my mind when he's thinking to start it up, right? One, that you must have family support. That's something basically which I had, and that has kept me going onto it. Second, manage your financial well onto it. That's very important, which is basically whether you are earning or not, but your house is running. So that's something which is second one that should not become a pressure to this thing. And third is basically keep moving, right? So there are failures which will happen, right? I have envisaged something else, right? So when I started with something, right? I don't come from a health background onto it, right? So but I kind of figured it out that okay, these are the few things basically, these are moving parts. So you kind of on the move, you are changing your wheels, right? So that's something basically which is as a part of it. So keep going. Manage your financial well, get support from the family, and keep moving. I think that's important basically. Don't give it up, because ये journey आसान नहीं है. आपको चलते रहना पड़ेगा. So only चलते रहो can help you onto it.
Absolutely. No, thank you so much, sir. Very nice having you on the show.